Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. There are a series of high-level meetings since morning chaired by Prime Minister Modi. First was the crucial Cabinet Committee on Security, followed by the Cabinet Committee on Political Affairs. Currently, the Cabinet meeting is underway. These are high-profile meetings to discuss the strategy after the Pelgam Terror Attack. Now, it's been a day of marathon high-level meets. In fact, this comes hours after Prime Minister Modi, in a meeting last night, which included top defence officials, said that the armed forces have complete operational freedom to decide on the mode, targets and timing of our response. Also important to note, the Prime Minister's War Cabinet meeting last night was followed by one-on-one meetings with Home Minister Amit Shah and RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat. All right, that's the latest that we continue to track here, given the fact that all that we're looking at in the aftermath of the horrific attack that claimed 26 lives. More importantly, we're looking at a series of high-level meetings since this morning that has been chaired by Prime Minister Modi. But let's also put into perspective, first on that agenda was the crucial Cabinet Committee on Security, followed by the Cabinet Committee on Political Affairs. So what we're looking at essentially right now is that the Cabinet meeting is currently underway. So we'll try going across to one of our correspondents to get us more details as to what we're picking up. But these are high-profile meetings clearly to discuss the strategy and India's response. So, in a sense, it's been a day of marathon high-level meets. This also comes hours after what we saw last evening. Remember, Prime Minister Modi had chaired that meeting last night, visuals on your screens playing out, with top defense officials, and also had said, in a sense, a strong message put out to the armed forces of complete operational freedom. Now, this is in terms of the fact whether they're deciding on the mode, targets and timing of India's response. The War Cabinet meeting, which we continue to look at in terms of the visuals and the discussions that the Prime Minister did have, was followed, what we do know, with one-on-one meetings with Home Minister Amit Shah and RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat as well. But very importantly, I'm given to understand, Rishabh, my colleague, joins me for more. Rishabh, very good afternoon. Significant strategies that are underway with these back-to-back meetings. But for the moment, what do we know as to where things stand, a key takeaway, and what we can expect? What are sources telling you?
Well, what we are given to understand that, the back-to-back meetings that have happened since 22nd of April, the CCS that happened on 23rd, or for that matter, the CCS that is happening right now. Last evening, there were high-level meetings where Defence Minister, NSA, Army Chief, Air Force Chief, as well as Navy Chief, along with CDS was present. And then, having said that, there was a meeting between Prime Minister and Mohan Bhagwat as well. This morning there is CCS, then it will be followed by CCPA, and then CCEA, and then the full cabinet as well. One thing is very clear: India has decided to respond. How, when, where? That is something that will only be known once the response has taken place. We have seen this after Uri, we have seen this after Pulwama as well. No one knew how things will, at the time of Uri, no one even knew that how India will retaliate, or whether India will retaliate or not. India did retaliate back then with surgical strike. After Pulwama, while a lot of things were being spoken, India used its air force to bomb Balakot, headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed. And then now what we're given to understand that India is planning. India is considering all its options: military, diplomatic, global, everything. And India is ensuring that whatever the response be should be befitting and long-lasting. That is something that is the core of the response being planned. Yesterday we saw the army chiefs with plan at the table with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. That was the first time Prime Minister met the service chiefs after Pahalgam attack. The way diplomacy has played, the way India has tightened the noose around Pakistan's neck globally. So now we'll have to wait and see what we expect. We expect a response. Going by what Prime Minister said, that it will be an unimaginable response. We will locate, identify and destroy the perpetrators of the Pahalgam attack. Remains to be seen how things unfold, but Prime Minister has also said कि वक्त बहुत कम है, which means that it will be soon. Remains to be seen how things unfold. Pakistan right now is also as confused as us here. While we wait in anticipation, there is anxiety all over Pakistan.
Right, Rishabh, I appreciate you joining us with those details as to what we're given to understand at the moment. But for now, we leave the conversation at that.